finish out our quest. Redneck Archaeology.
Counting cars. How many cars you counted so far?
I couldn't get past 11.
There's Pat on the other side.
Okay, I did find one thing down there.
Well, let's go down there and see what it is.
All
right, go.
Okay, the concrete wall here that runs all the way up, it's about a yard on the other side of the chain link fence. Bear that in mind when we go to our relationship extrapolations on the various hints that we've looked at.
What did you say?
I don't know.
Relationship extracting.
I think he was talking about a relationship with a goat or something.
No, that's yours. You're the goat-orator around here.
The goat-orator. The goat-orator. JayBob, the goat-orator.
Okay.
That sounded too real.
Structural relationship. Okay, you notice here that when they built this fence in here, they cheated a little bit this way. But, like I said, it's about a yard inside. See it better from here. Now, it goes all the way down and makes an angle off down at the end and runs down the fence for a little while on that end. That tells me that was put up to keep the rain and erosion down, because this is a lower area. Brickyard, they didn't want all that stuff floating into it.
That makes sense to me.
And it's big enough for Dr. What's-His-Nuff to jump across it. Now, it could have been built around World War I.
Restricted area.
If it was straight, if that fence was straight, it would be coming to about right here instead of where it is. See how they did it? They just bit this little piece of land off something. And the reason position of these two trees. This made it easy to shove it back and forth. But if that fence there related to the cemetery rather than the brickyard, or maybe the brickyard built the fence or whatever,
So you're saying that that brickyard built that concrete barricade, which is probably, I think it's in the photographs.
I say they could have.
And the low-lying areas on this other side of it would be to the right of where we're shooting the camera. That's a low-lying area. You can see the break right there. Now it goes down in. That almost looks like a tree right there.
Might could be. There's a whole bunch of them in here. But
Yeah, you can see how it breaks down right there. So that's your low-lying area. Now, if,
talking about if it's on this side, if it's on this side of that
right, on that side of the concrete
fence. Those
barricade.
people are never, without a court order, going to let us walk on their property.
It's going to be risky.
Now, we do have a very, very, very highly likelihood of gaining interest for this property because we are related to General Sidney Sherman through the Kendall family.
And the Harris family.
And the Harris family and
He's on the Kendall.
the Hagler family.
The Hagler family. All right, so that's going to be. I mean, there might be a possibility of getting it, but I don't see getting any further back into that plant than right in here. You know, and if we're not, by what they're saying, it's going to be further down that way. Seems to me. They've done a lot of work in there.
Without actually walking around in there and actually looking at it, I mean, even aerial photographs won't help.
Unless they're saying that we're on the edge of it here, but I don't see that. The low-lying area is this side of the fence, that side of the fence,
Yeah.
not this side.
Yeah, they don't
Cemetery's on this
they
side.
put the cemetery on the hill and they put the water in the ditch.
You got to remember, whenever they buried these things, there wasn't that many people in the cemetery over here. There were just a few people in it at that time. So, you know, he was looking for stones and he couldn't find them. Was it part of this? They said Mamie Cox said that he walked through uneven ground that was growed up. And we'll turn around over here and look at this. I mean, this was the same. This is the same at one time or another as it's across the railroad track. You can see how it lays right there. There's a low-lying area right there. This is a continuation of the low-lying area that went all the way up to the bayou or thereabouts. According to that information that we got, it kind of curves back that away, so that even puts it further into this chemical plant. You can see where JayBob is right now. He's right in the low-lying area. That would be the end of the low-lying area. They did a bit more work here after all that, but you can see this is where the cedar tree is right there. There's JayBob. He's right by the side of the cedar tree. You can see him waving.
But that whole area down there was probably full of them.
Well, one of the things about it is if that creek, if they did cross that creek, bayou, little bayou, whatever it is, that goes up to, through the low-lying area up to the Buffalo Bayou, then the question would be is if they buried it on the far side of it to hide the smoke from when they buried the carriages, the caissons from to hide the smoke from the Yankees that were in the area, and that was what the thought was. That could very well be. That's about the only place other than where we originally looked. To me, that makes more sense. It all depends on when that fence was built, but I found out it might not have been built until after the 1860s, so I'm not sure about when that 19-mile fence was built. And then of course we still have to worry about where they found the twin sisters when they got off the train.